Hello folks, another day, another rifle, and you can tell by the hat it's going to be a Webley. Same again, this one belongs to Kirkman, and it's the Webley Raider in 2.2, or the Webley Raider 12 as it was known, or is known. So in 2.2 it comes with two 12-shot self-indexing rotary magazines. You can also get it in 177, and although it's called the Webley 12, you get 14 shots in those. Fairly easy to load up. You basically rotate the whole cassette while one full turn, and then you start loading the pellets. Once the first one's loaded in, it stops it from flying back, and you just load one in, one at a time. So starting at the back, got a rubber recoil pad. It's also got the brand name just at the rear and lower end of the stock. Safety catch is on the right hand side, so it's nowhere near the trigger, it's up the top. So it's back for safe, push it forward for fire, fairly straightforward, and it's a side lever. Now it's really smooth. I have shot this earlier. Smooth cycling, smooth firing, and very accurate. This one Cliff actually bought from N&M Products near Sheffield, and he got this from their spares and repairs line, because as well as selling brand new rifles, they also sell ex-display models, and you can get an ex-display model from as low as £250 up to about £350, depending on how they come. So you're basically getting more or less a new rifle at half the price. Now the suggested retail price on these are around £588, but you can get them brand new for, I think, as low as 450, 460. Very nice rifle. The air cylinder on these is 230cc, I believe. Can't be 280. Sorry about that, that's a dog. Yeah, it's 280cc cylinder, filter 200 bar fill. Now, like I say, Cliff got this for about 250 quid, and then he went and got a HUMA regulator, and he fitted one of those. So a standard rifle you'll probably get in 2.2, you'll get around 100 shots, probably about 80, 90 in 177, but once you fit that HUMA regulator, you're going to double that shot count. It's very similar to what I did with my Atson. This one is the Quantum version, so it's a fully shrouded barrel, and it's got baffles in, so it is silenced. You can probably get an adapter for the end of that to put an additional silencer on it, but like I say, it shoots really nice. On the underside it says Webley on the stock. That's quite a nice touch. Palm grip, got a mottled grip on the palm, mottled grip underneath, and there's light flutes down the side for you to put your fingers on as well. But really nice rifle. Now the Raiders, originally when Webley was in the UK, in the West Midlands, they had Webley Raiders then. I think you could get them single shot, a 2-shot and a 10-shot. When the actual manufacturer moved to Turkey, from all accounts, the Webley company in this country, they did design the Webley models after that, but it was just produced in Turkey, so you get a more economically priced rifle with basically some good innovations, and you're not paying the earth for it. These do come with a dust cover on it, because you're filled with a fill probe at the front there to 200 bar, and they also have a fill gauge on the end, a manometer, but Cliff took the one off of this, he don't like them, so basically plug this one up. But they do come with a manometer, and like I say, you got a screw dust cover there to protect the end from any muck getting in. It's also fitted a single shot loader on this, but like I say, they do come with 2 magazines. Stock integrated quantum silencer, like I said. 177 is 14 shots, 22 is 12. And you can download your manual. Right, power then. This is the official statement from the Webley Scott site. FAC 177 up to 1000 feet per second. So it's 18 foot-pounds, which is probably about right actually. For the 2.2, 820 feet per second, and they say 20 foot-pounds, but that's not a lot really for a 2.2. You would expect it to be more like 30 foot-pound, wouldn't you? 11.5 foot-pound modelling 177, 800 feet per second, in 2.2, 600 feet per second, that's 11.5, so you're talking lightweight pellets to get those results. And then you've got a really low powered selection then. I think this one will be for Germany. 5.5 foot-pounds in 177, that's 600 feet per second. And there's another one here. Why would you bother? 177, 300 feet per second, and that equates to 1.47 foot-pounds. It's more like a bloody toy gun. So, I mean, this one's okay. This one's doing about 11.6, something like that. But it all depends on what pellet you're using. Some are more efficient than others. It's not always the heaviest pellet. Some more efficient pellets are not as heavy as the heaviest pellets. So that is about it for the basic Raider. Like I say, since they've moved to Turkey, I think this was this continued to produce the original Raiders when they went to Turkey, and then this was the new version of the Raider 12. 2 years ago, almost. No, I think it's 2 years in March or February, March. I went to the Great British Airgun Show, and I went to the Highland Outdoor stand and spoke to the lads on that. And they've got some more Webleys out now, Raiders, and it's known as the Webley Raider Classic. Bit more of a carbine, very nice looking rifle, and they've also come out with a bottle version of that as well. Although I've not seen any on review yet, so whether with the lockdown it's held up the production, I don't know. It probably has, to be honest. So that is it from the Webley Raider point of view. I'll be going down to the range tomorrow and pushing the distance out with it. 4 pellets in the selection are the Silcos in 2.2 at 14.3 grains, and they're equivalent to Crossman Premium pellets at 14.3. I might say they're quite light, but they're very accurate. The other pellet I've used is the Daystate Rangemaster Sovereign, the JSB Hades, and the JSB Exact Heavies at 18.13 grains, and they all shoot really well through it. Like I say, the cocking of the action really nice and smooth, and the trigger really nice and light, and that's what makes for an accurate rifle, is when you got a good trigger. And I think these are the the Quattro triggers, and they're well known for being good. It's a 2-stage adjustable trigger. You'll have a hole through the actual trigger guard where you can make your adjustments on that. And like I say, I think they're actually made by Krell now for Webley. Because you can see that, and some of the rifles that Krell make, they're basically copies of the Webleys. One in point would be the Webley Mastiff. They've got one that looks very similar to that, called the Monarch. And apart from the name on the actual breech block, they're all the same. I think the internals are pretty much the same as well. So that's probably why Krell's doing so well. They took on some of the Webley designs, and you know, more or less made it their own as well. So up next you'll see the backyard 20-yard test where the pellets are fired, and like I say, tomorrow I'll be down the range and we'll push them out 30, 40 yards, something like that, and see how it does. So let's get on with the test. Okay, then I'm going to fill up the rifle, top it up. Now if you've got hats in a Krell or a Webley, all the probes should fit. Just take the end off. Fill this to 200 bar. Okay. Put the cap back on, and that's the rifle topped up. Okay, so that's 12 shots loaded, loading from the left. Right, first shot then, see where it's hitting. Iron to the right, I'll fire one more. Yeah, so just get it down. And just go to the left. See where this one's hitting. That's it, a bit more down. Three down. Very smooth action on it. Alright, I'm going to go to the top right. That's it, really accurate. Once you get it zeroed, more to the left. Okay, so that was the seal case, or Acupels, or Crossman Premiers, all at 14.3. The next up will be Rangemaster Sovereign at 15.89. yeah. Start off by spinning it all the way and clockwise, and when you get to the stop you put your first pellet in, and then that should hold it in place. Then you can just go around and fill it up. I'll do a close up of that so you can see. So I did expect it to be good with the Acapels and Silcos, and it is really good value for money. Like I said, I think I paid about 250 for this one, and then about another 90 quid to buy his HUMA regulator. So for 350 quid you've got a regulated rifle that's can almost keep up with everybody. It's costing 2 or 3 times the price. Okay then, when you load the magazine you'll see there's a little rail that sticks out. Well that's what is used to slot it in. Right, so let's see where the sovereigns are landing. Aiming at the same point, centre of the target. I think we're on already. Okay then, I'm going to go for bottom right. That's it, 12, yeah. So the way the magazine's designed is that when you got to your last shot, you come up against the plastic on the cylinder so it won't let you cock it. So great idea. No lost here. What else can I say? N&M products. You can also get custom side lever biathlons with the handle that goes down. I think it was selling for about 15 quid. So if you wanted to put a biathlon style side lever on, you can do. Like I say, the trigger's really nice on this. The cocking is very smooth. Really nice rifle. I think this was the first. The original Webley Raiders were all made in the West Midlands, and when the Turkish took them on, Webley still put forward the designs. They wanted them made, but they was all made in Turkey then. So this is one of the Turkish made rifles, and I do think they're made in by the Krauss company, because the parts and everything are all just very similar. Outstanding rifle. Really nice. So what I'm going to do next, I'll be firing the Hades through it, but I'll also be testing out the actual sound from the baffled shroud. This is known as the Quantum because it's got the shroud on. So it'll either be the Webley Raider or the Webley Raider Quantum. Well, this is a Quantum version. As you can see up there, there's no gauge on it. Cliff didn't like the gauge, so he basically plugged the gap, so that's why there's no gauge on it. Okay then, so next up are the JSB Hades. We're testing the sound of the Quantum shroud. First shot in the middle of the zero target. I'm going to go for the bottom left. Right, I can honestly say This is among the smoothest rifles I've shot. It really is a good smooth action, smooth to cop, great on the trigger. Don't know if that's straight out of the box or if Cliff's done anything with it, but it's a lovely smooth action on it, and I think that's what's helping to give it some good precision shooting as well. So definitely recommended. If you can get one of these for anywhere near like the 250, 350 that you can pay for them at N&M, I'd go for it. You might need small repairs or whatever, but I think most of them come shooting straight out of the box. If you get the spares or repairs like this one is, the 250, I don't think there was anything wrong with it. It just upgraded to the moderator, took the front gauge out of it because I didn't like the gauge. I think they do it when they sell them. I think it charges $250 for spares and repairs, and then he charges $350 for his X-display models. And obviously, brand new, this would be costing probably about $450, $460. So quite a good saving. Which, if you was going to buy a rifle for the first time and have it set up, pay for your scope, wouldn't it? And definitely for a hand pump. So it's a good way of getting into it, get a rifle like this. Now, I think the tube on these, let's see, maximum 200 bar field, 280cc capacity. I'm sure that it's a very similar sort of size to the Hatsin Gladius, the Krauls, and all those that use the cylinder. And with my Gladius and my Relation, after regulating it with the Robert Lane regulator, I was getting between 200 and 220 shots, but before that I was only getting 110, so you can really tune them up. So last up then are the heavier JSB 18.3s. Now these normally do well out of most rifles as well. They do well out of sub 12. You don't need to have a FAC for these, although they do really well in FAC because of the heavier weight. But these do really well. Okay then, so the JSBs, give it a shot to the zero target and see where it lands. About the same really, 20. So I'm going for the top left. Okay, so really nice rifle to shoot, and that's the Webley Raider 12. Webley Raider 12 because it fires 12 shots in 2.2, but you'll find that in 177 you'll get 14 shots, so quite a big shot capacity. Hard hitting, you can just tell by the feel of it, and the smackdown range. So that is the Webley Raider 12, which is still available in the shops, brand new. Okay then folks, reference the sound test. Had a malfunction with the actual file, so just going to fire 5 more shots to get the decibel reading. Okay then, so that is the shots finished.